What is the deal with the border security wall that President Trump wants? I'm Tim Wildman. Welcome to Reason and Company. Why is there such resistance on the left and some in the Republican Party to a border security wall to protect our country? We're going to talk about that today. Abraham Hamilton III and Ed Vitagliano with me. Ed, what do you think is going on here? Why do you think there's such resistance to a wall by the people I mentioned?
Well, I think it all comes down, because if you just look at what's commonsensical, it is clear that if you cannot control that border, you need some sort of a barrier. Barriers work, so it must be something of a political nature that defies logic. And I think it's clear to me that Democrats don't want a wall there because it would work, and their intention is to allow people, illegal immigrants, to flood into this country because they come from primarily socialist countries and will vote for socialist policies, and thus turn red states blue or purple, states like Texas, and then they will be in political power for generations to come. That's cynical, I know, but
very cynical and sinister view of the world here. Ed doesn't trust the Democrats at all on this. It seems to me, could they not make the argument they don't want a wall? Because I don't know why they wouldn't want a wall. I got nothing here. Why don't they want a wall?
Which reveals that they probably couldn't make that argument,
right?
Honestly, so they'll argue that it's compassion and human interest and things of that nature. But the reality is, just as Ed said, these are people who made the calculation. They have been the party of abortion on demand at any stage of pregnancy. They've been the party for the celebration of sexual deviancy, which, if you haven't noticed yet, doesn't bode well for reproduction. And as a result, they need a new voting base. And so they've made the political calculation that their best interest to maintain power going forward is to allow as many illegal aliens into the country as possible. So because the wall would work, they don't want it. And it really gets no deeper than that.
Well, do you think President Trump will get the funding for the wall or not? I know that's in the coming weeks that'll be discussed.
I think ultimately he will, because it seems that the president has the heavier bargaining leverage in this. The Schumer shutdown was brought to a halt because American people realized the Democrats were putting illegal aliens over American citizens. I think that calculation will come to bear in this debate. If the only thing that's keeping the debate going is the lack of funding for a border wall, I think the president has the heavier hand in this particular issue.
Well, you could argue that 3 words led to President Trump's winning the nomination for the Republican Party and him winning the presidency. I know it's more complicated than this, but certainly the words "build the wall" was right at the top of the reasons why most Americans, especially in the Republican primary, voted for Donald Trump. All right, we'll see you next time on Reason and Company.